Hello students, you must have enjoyed the story of Dattatreya in our last video. So in this video, let's understand or let's have more understanding about the same topic. We saw that how Dattatreya used to learn from the nature and the things lying in the nature like animals, birds, trees, air, sun, etc. This understanding this learning is very much enjoyable. Here we can see it's not that we learn everything from the nature. Something we learn by ourselves also. See, some things are taught to you, some things you learn for yourself. Your elder brother or sister may have taught you how to ride the bicycle, right? And they must have taught you that how to ride a bicycle safely so that you will not fall down. But no one had to teach you how to walk. That's the nature. That's very natural that all the kids learn how to walk by themselves. You learn specific things at school, like subjects like geography, history, science, maths, etc. But there must be many other things you have already learned. For example, who taught you how to fold a towel, or who taught you to shell the peas, or who taught you to set the dining table? I tell you, these things you learn by looking at others or by seeing others how they are doing these kind of work at home. Remember that the learning does not stop there. We learn to play games, to sing, draw and dance. We learn to do gardening, to grow flowers and vegetables, how to cook, sew, look after babies or pets. All these learnings, these kind of learnings, are part of our day-to-day life. Learning to be kind and loving are also important lessons which we get from our home. What Dattatreya learned from the sun, the earth, the animal was not just geography or science. He learned the values of life from them. There is something to learn from everything around us. We must keep our mind open to these lessons and try to understand them. So when we see something, we should always be ready to learn something new. Learning never stops. Learning always keeps on going. Whatever you find around you, you learn something new, something different from each and everything lying in the nature or surrounding you. Okay, so let's discuss about the question answers first. Let's think an answer. These question answers are based on the story. Now, how did Dattatreya spend his time? Dattatreya spent his time wandering in the forest. He spent more time with birds, animals, butterflies, deers than the other boys of his age. Okay? So he used to spend his time with these things lying in the nature. Do you think he spent his time usually? Yes. He spent his time usefully, because whenever he was spending his time with animals, birds, sun, butterflies, etc., he was always learn something new from them, which is definitely useful for his life. Who were his teachers? Now, the Dattatreya's teachers were things found in the nature like trees, birds, animals, fire, wind, etc. What were some of these lessons Dattatreya learned? Which lessons? Now, Dattatreya learned from the earth how to bear everything in life. He learned from the water to be clear, cool and calm. From fire, he learned how to enjoy every day and every moment. And from the air, he learned to be on the move all the time. From the sun, he learned to give warmth to others. From butterfly, he learned to gather knowledge from many places. And from the spider, he learned how to spin their own webs, taught him to value his own abilities. So these are the question answers based on the story, and there are more question answers given. So let's talk about it, which is based on the understanding of the topic. Okay. So what are some of the first lessons you learned as a small child? Who taught them to you? Some of the first lessons learned are talking, walking, moving, etc. We learn these lessons, or the people who taught us these lessons are our parents, elders, siblings, friends, and our surroundings, etc. Now at school, what lessons do you really like? See, uh, we like different, we study different lessons or different subjects in school. So you may like games, you may like science, you may like to go to the laboratory and do the experiments. You may like to go to into the art class and like drawing or make some paintings. You may like to go in the computer lab and do something or learn something in the computer. So it totally depends upon your likes and dislikes. Okay. Now here, which lesson do you not like and why? This is also totally depend upon your likes and dislikes. Means somebody likes to play games. As I said, somebody likes to play games or somebody likes to go in the art room. So you may also not like the same topic. You may like the different things. You may feel that you don't know how to draw something, so I don't like to go into the art room. Okay, so this is also totally depending upon your likes and dislikes. Now, what kind of lesson do we learn as a part of our family at home? From our family or from our home, we can learn the value of life, cleanliness, and doing things on time. What kind of lessons can we learn from our pets? From our pets. See, as you know, dogs are very loyal friends, right? So, you can say that we can learn loyalty, love, obedience, and cleanliness from our pets. So, in the next class, I will share the PDF of the same question answers, and you have to complete it in your notebook. So, but before that, you watch this video and understand the question answers and the topic better.